My boss screamed, "Be a team player," in front of everyone. She had no idea how far I'd take it. 23 people stared at me while she stood there shaking with rage. I just presented my quarterly report showing I'd closed 4 major accounts solo, and apparently that was her breaking point. "Be a team player, Nora," she screamed. "For once in your miserable career, learn to be a goddamn team player." My coworkers looked at their laptops. Jeremy from accounting literally ran out claiming a bathroom emergency. I set my mug down slowly and smiled the warmest smile I could fake. "You're absolutely right, Diana. From this moment forward, I'm going to be the best team player this company has ever seen." That Friday night, I stayed until midnight rebuilding my entire workflow. By the time I locked up, my fingers ached from typing, but satisfaction hummed through me. Monday would introduce Diana to a nightmare of her own creation. Monday morning started at 6:30 with an email to Diana asking which tasks I should prioritize. 15 minutes later, I sent another asking if her silence meant approval or if I should wait for direction. At 7, I forwarded her the automated coffee machine maintenance alert. By the time Diana arrived at 8:15, her inbox had 23 messages from me, each one perfectly professional and completely unnecessary. I watched through her glass office wall as she scrolled through them, her face shifting from confusion to irritation to concern. She looked up and caught me watching. I waved enthusiastically and immediately sent another email asking if my waving had disturbed her and whether I should modify my greeting behaviors to align with team collaboration standards. Her phone buzzed with the notification and I watched her read it, her jaw clenching so hard I could see it from my desk. The morning stand-up became my stage. I arrived early and rearranged chairs into a tight circle for better team energy. When Diana walked in looking exhausted, I suggested an icebreaker activity to strengthen our collaborative bonds. She tried starting the regular agenda, but I interrupted, proposing we share not just daily tasks, but emotional states and how they might impact our ability to support teammates. Several people stared at me like I'd lost my mind. Diana's jaw tightened as she said we didn't have time for therapy sessions. I nodded thoughtfully and pulled out my phone, sending her an email documenting her resistance to team building activities. I copied HR and noted I wanted to ensure we were creating an emotionally supportive environment per her Friday directive. The notification popped up on her laptop screen in front of everyone. My database update project normally took 2 hours working alone. Instead, I scheduled a 90-minute collaboration session with Diana to review my approach before starting. She canceled twice. I sent increasingly concerned emails wondering if her cancellations meant she no longer valued collaboration or if I'd somehow offended her. She finally showed up looking ready to murder someone, and I spent the entire session asking her opinion on the most granular details imaginable. Should I alphabetize by first or last name? What font size properly balanced readability with professional aesthetics? Every time she told me to use my judgment, I looked wounded and reminded her she'd explicitly told me to stop working independently. I took detailed notes on every answer, reading them back to confirm I'd captured her guidance accurately. The actual update still wasn't done 3 days later. The emails multiplied exponentially. Every decision, every thought, every minor question got documented and sent to Diana with detailed requests for input and approval. I forwarded motivational quotes about teamwork each morning with personal notes about how her leadership inspired me. I sent articles about communication strategies asking if we should implement the frameworks. My Outlook tracking showed she opened every single message, probably because she couldn't figure out which ones were actually important. Coworkers started whispering about my personality transplant. Jeremy asked if I was feeling okay. I told him I'd never felt better and asked if he wanted to schedule a collaboration session to discuss his concerns about my behavioral changes. His expression said he thought I'd had a breakdown. Wednesday, I scheduled a collaboration review with Diana about the Westfield account, our biggest client. She tried handling it over email to save time. I responded that email felt impersonal and didn't honor the collaborative spirit she'd instilled in me. I really needed face-to-face guidance to represent our team values properly. She agreed to meet, but when she arrived, I had Keith from operations and Samantha from marketing already in her office. I thought cross-functional input would be valuable for my collaborative approach. Diana's eye twitched hard when she saw them. We spent 2 hours discussing a proposal I could have written in 40 minutes. By the end, Keith and Samantha looked traumatized and Diana's hands were shaking. She stood up abruptly and what she said next made everyone in the office freeze. Full story is linked below or on my channel.